the story of Rumpelstiltskin? Mm-hmm. Okay, sure, yeah. All right, let me see if I can remember. Okay, well, once upon a time, there was a girl. And she was the daughter of a miller, I think, which is a kind of farmer. And she had the most beautiful blonde hair. It was so beautiful, it caught the sun like it was gold. It was so beautiful. Well, maybe she becomes one. Just wait and see. All right. So, her father, he liked to tell tall tales. Okay? And one day he boasted to the king that his daughter was so talented that she could spin straw into pure gold. All right? And the king, he called him out on his bluff, and he summoned the girl, and he said that if she could truly make gold from straw, that he would allow her to marry his son, the prince. But if not, he'd chop off her head. Okay? Yeah, because he's a very severe king. Well, I mean, then she'll be a queen, and in the old days, most of the girls wanted to marry a prince, right? So, I like that. Anyway, the king, he locks the girl in a tower with a spinning wheel and a small pile of straw. And he says he's gonna return in the morning, all right, to see if she has made the straw into gold. And the night passes, and in the morning, she's given up all hope, right? When all of a sudden, a little small strange man appears, okay? And he asks her if she has any wishes. And she says she wishes to turn the straw into gold, right? And so the imp says he can do such a thing, but first she must give him her necklace. So the girl gives up her necklace, of course, and the imp, he sits at this spinning wheel and he starts to spin, and he spins, and he spins, and he spins, and he produces this pile of golden thread. And then there's this knock at the door, right? Because it's morning, and he just disappears, and the king comes in, and there's this small pile of gold, and he is amazed. The king is so amazed, but he's suspicious because he thinks this might be a fluke, you know what I mean? So he moves her to a second tower with an even bigger pile of straw. And again, same challenge. Spin the straw into gold by morning or off with your head. So the girl waits and waits all night long, and then again, just before dawn, that little imp appears, okay? And this time he demands her ring. So she, of course, she gives him a ring, and he spins the gold into straw, and then he disappears, and the king comes in, and there's this pile of gold, and the king is almost convinced, but for a final time, he throws her in a third tower with a huge pile of straw, and he says, you gotta turn this straw into gold, and he leaves. And yet again, just before dawn, that imp appears. But the girl, she doesn't have any jewelry left, all right? So what's she gonna do? And the imp says, if you give me your firstborn child, I'll turn this straw into gold. And the girl, she's so terrified that she says, yes, of course, of course. And the imp, he spins the entire huge pile of straw into gold. And right before the king walks in, he disappears, and the king opens up the door, and he's so excited, he can't believe it. He says, truly, you are magical, he says. That's his voice. And then the very next day, the girl, she's married to the prince, right? And despite all the weirdness of this marriage, they actually really like each other. In fact, they fall in love. And 2 years later, that little girl, now a princess, is pregnant. Okay, thank you for that. Now, in the summer, she gives birth to this beautiful baby daughter, okay? But her happiness about this new little girl, it's short-lived, because guess who comes back? The imp. The imp reappears, and he says, I've come to collect my reward, he says. And the baby is mine. And the princess, she sobs, and she offers him like all the riches in the kingdom. But he insists. He says, I want that baby. And she begs him, please, to. And finally, the imp says, okay, if you can guess my name within 3 days, you can keep the baby. But if not, the baby is mine, as we agreed. And he leaves, and the princess, she is distraught. I mean, she immediately sends all of her staff and her servants out into the kingdom to figure out this little imp's name. But by midnight of that first day, no one's been able to track down anything, or the creature, or his name. And the imp, he appears, and he asks her, "What is my name?" And she guesses, "Is it David?" And he laughs. He says, "No, 2 more guesses," and he leaves. And the next day, nothing. Nobody comes back with any information, and he arrives again at midnight, and she guesses this time, no, it's not. He says, "No." Laughs the imp, okay? He says no, and he leaves. It's not Stephen. And the next day, the princess is so upset because she doesn't know what to do. She only has 1 more guess, 1 more day. So she leaves the baby with her servants, and she just walks into the forest because she's so worried she's gonna lose her baby. And she wanders and wanders all day, and into the evening, she wanders, and suddenly she comes on a small clearing. Okay, in a little field, and in that little field is a little tent, and in the center of it, there is a little small fire, and she hides. She hides behind a bush. And out of the tent, to her amazement, out comes the imp. And he's dancing around the fire, right? And he sings, "Today, plans I make. Tonight, the baby I take. The princess will never win the game, for Rumpelstiltskin is my name." And smiling to herself, the princess runs back to the castle because she heard his name. And that evening, the imp arrives, right? And he's kind of gloating, and he asks her his name. And the princess kind of looks sad, she's kind of pretending to be sad, and she gnashes her teeth a little bit. But then she looks him in the eye and she says, "Your name's Rumpelstiltskin." And the imp, his eyes bulge, and it looks like he's gonna burst, and his head goes, red. He shakes it like he's gonna explode, and all of a sudden it's, "Oh, do you think he should?" Okay, well, then Rumpelstiltskin ran away, and he never came back. And the princess became queen, and her daughter grew up to be a wonderful queen in her own right, and everyone lived happily ever after. Yeah? Yeah. I don't know, maybe he was lonely. It's just a story. You do? I guess. Now that you mention it, most of the people in the story were bad. You would? Okay. Well, honey, I have to go out, I'm afraid, so. But yeah, you got your glowworm, right? Oh, I love that name. That's a great name. All right, come here. Give me a kiss, real quick. Love you, kid. Night, night.
Rumpelstiltskin? No, can I hear it? And does she want to marry his son? I don't want to get married to anybody. Explode? He explode? No, he should just go away and never come back. What do you think the imp was going to do with the baby? Was he going to eat it? What did the story mean? At school, we have to write the author's message for every story. Was Rumpelstiltskin the bad guy? If I was queen, I would chop off their heads. I'm tired. Will you stay with me? Yes, she's called Glowy. Night-night. Night-night.
Michelle. It's nice to meet you, David. What? Do I not look like a Michelle? It looks like this. Do I not look like a Michelle? It looks like this. This. And it looks like that. It means gift of God. No. No more questions. You already know too much. Okay. Yes. I would like that.
I am David. Okay. Oh, what are you gonna do? Okay. Hey, honey. Oh, look. Oh, that tooth is gonna fall out any day now. How you doing? That's what we thought. Oh, really? Well, I mean, it was just a nightmare. That's all. Nothing to be scared about. Right? Are you brave? Yeah, I'm right here.
No, you can call me David. So what did you do before? Before camming, what did you do to make money? Mm-hmm. Yeah, very funny. Very, very funny. I'm being serious. Okay. I'll tip you if you tell me.
I'm pleased to meet you, David. Oh, excuse me. Oh, yes, I was an astronaut. In France, there are not many rockets, so I started coming instead. You asked too many questions, David. Most guys, they pop on, pop off. Okay, 50. Okay. I was a ballet teacher. When I was a girl, I was a part of the Paris Opera Ballet. I was I was Paris Opera Ballet. I was Sugar Plum in Nutcracker and Lilac Fairy in Sleeping Beauty. I was a good dancer, not good enough. I knew it would not be my vocation, so I tried to become a teacher. Tip me again, and I tell you about the time the Bolshoi Ballet visit, and I finger banged the prima ballerina playing Giselle just to get inside her head, like you had tried to get in mine. Oh, wait.
Billy was sick today, so I had to work both shifts. And, of course, it's National Record Store Day, so I didn't get a moment to myself. I mean, who needs that much reissued Madonna vinyl? You can come over if you want, though. With Eric? Yeah, Eric's a friend. He used to tease me because my grandma scabbed at the Axel strike, but he's a serious guy. Fuck Peter. He's a dick, that's all. He's a dick. No, it's okay. I've got my glowworm with me tonight. It's cute, ungendered, and it doesn't take up all the space in the bed. Hey, David. Your girl? I've been with Ava since she was 12. We go way back. You're the new guy. Ooh, you want to bet? I'm 12 inches of ribbed plastic, and I'm warm. Yeah, but he's seen me turn from girl to woman. You know, he's seen it all. Busted. You know, they discontinued these because they're made of, like, toxic plastic or something. So my mom got them real cheap. Yeah, I think she figured that I wouldn't try and eat it, so. If you want to treat us to plane tickets to Florida, I can arrange something. But I'm warning you. If you meet my mom and she doesn't like you, it's like over. That's where people go to die ordinary. Good night.
And look, I still have my glowworm. Me.
It's the best way to manage the pain.
She's my favorite present. I never put her down.
I understand. I'll get you some water. Hey there, sweetie.
What's up, Doc? Do you think Mima is going to die? Is this one of the good lies you tell that make people feel bad? The doctor told me a funny joke. What time do you go to the dentist? 2:30. I'll tell Mama to call you.
You want anything to drink?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Gonna make myself a nightcap. All work and no play makes Karen a dog girl.
Did you buy her the glowworm toy? Ugh, the fucking boat? Everything just feels like it's happening too fast. Fine, I'll go on your fucking boat. Oh, what's your dumb boat's name? Your boat's name is the Little Mermaid. I mean, I have a paintbrush. I can fix it. Oh, we need a new name. Okay. Okay.